Well, first tonight, we can reveal that a national team of modern slavery investigators is being set up here in the East Midlands. It comes as the Gangmasters Licensing Authority in Nottingham prepares to assume wide-ranging new powers to stamp out slavery in the food industry.
The GLA is already working closely with Derby University, and we've been given access to see how they are now training food companies to avoid using slave labour. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
If you're shopping for food, I'm sure you'd be happy to grab a bargain, but could the pressure for shops to cut costs be fueling a modern slave trade? It's so well hidden because our vegetables come through a complex labour supply chain. And now a drive to stop that exploitation has begun right here in the East Midlands. Our farms and food producers are already being checked by the Gangmasters Licensing Authority, but from October the GLA is getting tough new powers.
What we're going to have based in Nottingham is a national team of highly experienced, highly effective investigators looking at the niche area of modern slavery and labour exploitation. It's going to make a really big difference. It will include car washes, care homes, catering, cleaning, any sector where labour is used and potentially exploited.
Thank you so much for sparing the time to see me today.
I am very busy, to be honest with you, so if we can be quick.
This roleplay is part of a new course at the Gangmasters Licensing Authority's headquarters in Nottingham.
I need you to give me demonstrable evidence of the check that you carry out, because you clearly...
As I said, I don't have time.
It's training people in the food industry and legitimate labour agencies about new legal duties to spot and to challenge modern slavery.
We are out on the farms and in the factories, and it's really important as teams of people that we know what to look for, what the signs are, and how we can help protect people.
The academic who designed the new course says many victims of human trafficking are threatened or duped into working for wages that never get paid.
Modern slavery is an horrendous crime. The threats towards themselves, but also towards their families. Even the most conservative estimates believe that there's 11,000 to 13,000 people in modern slavery in various industries in the UK, and that has got to be stamped out.
The trade in human misery has become a lucrative business for organised crime groups, but this man was jailed after an investigation by the Gangmasters Licensing Authority, and the new law means the food industry can't turn a blind eye when its products come from slave labour.
Jeremy's with us now. Jeremy, how much do we know about the extent of so-called modern slavery here in the East Midlands?
I mean, it's really hard to know how widespread this is because, of course, it's hidden, and experts think a lot of the victims are simply too scared to come forward, while others are duped into thinking that they're eventually going to get paid. What we do know, though, is that more of these victims are being rescued because there are figures from something called the National Referral Mechanism. Now, last year that recorded 21 suspected victims of human trafficking in Derbyshire, along with 18 others in the area covered by Nottinghamshire Police. There were 10 potential victims found in Lincolnshire and 8 more across Leicestershire and Rutland.
Do we know where most of these people come from?
Some of them come from as far afield as Vietnam. The majority come from Eastern Europe. There are even British citizens who are victims of this. Among them, there were a woman and a number of children in the East Midlands trafficked within the country for sex, and a number of British men who were trafficked for work. These figures show that Derbyshire Police even found 2 victims of domestic slavery last year, and the authorities see this problem really as a growing priority.
OK, Jeremy, thank you very much indeed.